Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hey, she's.
Hey, she's.
You know what?
I'm excited to be back again this week with a new episode. Even more excited this week because we are on iHeartRadio.
Woo, 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 woo. Your
Uh,
girls are making big moves.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. So tell your friends, tell your family if they are on iHeart. Type in She For It and they will find us.
Yes. Wow. As I'm sitting in my room and I'm looking at the plants, and it just reminds me of like our theme
Mm.
on our website and just exploring the unknown jungle of womanhood, you know? Yeah. So,
You're such a wordsmith.
oh,
You're such
thanks.
a wordsmith. I mean, you did come up with the name She For You.
Yes. You know, where this girl, I don't know if you've ever smelled that perfume, Euphoria.
Mm, I don't know.
It smelled so beautiful. The last time I smelled it was in high school. This girl wore it, but it smelled so beautiful. And I mean, Euphoria, like being in this just kind of unexplainably magical state of like positive vibes. And so I feel like, that is womanhood.
Mm-hmm.
We are beautiful in all of our, you know, chaos, our calmness, our nurture, our humor, our strength, our passion, our ambition, our anger, all of those things, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
they're all included in Euphoria. We are the collective magical
We're the
state
collective
of
one of a
women.
kind. Yeah, we're the collective one of a kind.
Yeah.
No one can do what we do. And I mean that. You know how
Mhm.
we can really juggle everything, not saying it's healthy or okay to juggle everything the way we do sometimes, but I know a man can't do it how we do it. You know what I mean? And we don't
Girl, a man know a man can't do it how we do it.
we don't break a sweat. Like there are some moments now where I have to go in my closet, like, you know,
Yeah.
you shake it off and drink you some water and you handle it.
Girl, take a shot or two.
So let's get into what we're talking about this week. And I am so upset with you because when we tried to record this and then we couldn't get through it, I asked you, did you do your homework for today's episode? And you said no.
Oh man. So now I got in trouble once. Now I get
Oh
in trouble
man.
again.
Yes, because they need to know you had one.
Wow, you're a snitch. You
You
know that. You know those.
because the reason why I'm mad at you is because this is something that you can do in your everyday conversation. So if you are really paying attention to someone and their actions when they're talking, especially someone that you have a close relationship with, you can be doing these things. That's why I wanted to know, like, how come it didn't get done?
Because I work at a school and it's just it's crazy. But what I will say is I did think about the tells,
Mm-hmm.
and I noticed myself in a conversation at work yesterday
Well,
where I kept, huh?
wait. Hold that thought before you go into it because I want to tell everyone what exactly what we're talking about, which is nonverbal leaks, which is reading basically someone's unconscious mind. So those are those small, repetitive, unconscious movements or behaviors that someone may do unconsciously. So maybe looking up and off into the right, or wincing, or gritting their teeth, or sucking their lip in for half a second to
Mhm.
really kind of tell you what they're thinking internally. So it could be that someone is in your face smiling and laughing, but they're really giving you all of the signs of deception, but you've missed it.
Yeah.
But now
I
go ahead. Now share your story.
okay, so I was with a friend of mine,
Okay.
and huh?
I said okay.
And I noticed that he bites his teeth, but his teeth go or his cheeks. You can see his muscles moving.
Mm-hmm. Bruxism.
Bruxism.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like wondered about that. And
Mm-hmm.
so remember, do you
When you
remember?
text me,
Yeah.
so she's describing bruxism. So that's when you're clenching or grinding your teeth and you could see it like in the outer muscles of someone's face, like right in their jaw, right below their ear. And that's an indication that someone might have some trouble with expressing aggressive impulses. And we see this more so with men than women. I've seen women do it, but I see it more so with men.
Mm.
And it's like the lower part of the jaw, outside of the face, right below the ear, just kind of goes in and out, in and out, in and out.
And what do you mean when you say aggressive impulses?
So it could, I mean, I'm not gonna say he gonna haul off and hit you. I'm just saying aggressive impulses. So it could be that he might be fighting back something that he might want to say or express, or just might have some aggression and don't realize it. You know what I mean? Basically saying, when you're stressed and you walk around with your shoulders up all the time, but until I tell you put your shoulders down, you don't realize your shoulders have been up all day. Like
Mm.
relax, like put your tongue down, take your tongue off the roof of your mouth, and you don't realize that you've been like so stressed that your tongue's been up all day long. Like just let it rest.
Mm.
So they might even not realize during a conversation where, no, it's fine, we're talking, it's fine, but you're having this unconscious behavior going on.
Hmm.
I mean, and just to kind of like break it down into layman's terms, Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
Mm-hmm.
That's two people we all know about, right? And then in this
Yes.
interview where they're like, did you have sexual relations with this woman? And he said, no, 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 but he's shaking his head up and down. Like,
Oh, he
yeah,
physically lies.
yes. He was like, no, 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 but you're shaking your head up and down, yes. But you're saying no. And come to find out he was lying.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
And so that's why I was so upset with you when I was like, you could be doing it all the time. You could do it all the time.
Yeah.
But people don't think to do it. I think more so clinicians, healthcare professionals, police, FBI, lawyers. I
In
mean,
reading people.
yeah, jury selection,
Yeah.
all of those things.
Hmm.
And clinicians do it more so to establish like a baseline to see like a person's normal pattern of behavior. And then they kind of go into trying to read the unconscious. But you can't do
Got it.
that until you kind of establish that baseline through just like regular innocuous conversation.
Hmm. What is your verbal nonverbal leak?
Um, I mean, I don't think I would know because it's unconscious. I think
Yeah, but you don't ever catch yourself doing something and you're like, dang, I do this all the time.
mm, I think hmm,
Well, maybe this question will help you answer it first. Um, what are the different types of verbal leaks?
nonverbal leaks. Well, I think
Nonverbal, yes.
I mean there's hundreds, thousands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah, because a behavior is a behavior, emotion is
Mhm.
emotion. There are a few that I think are easier to read than others because sometimes you just have to be really, really skillful. I've worked with some clinicians and some psychiatrists that can catch those nonverbal leaks that happen in half a second, such as folding the lips
Wow.
in. Yeah, such as folding the lips in before you talk like this. I mean, you guys can't see what I'm doing, but just a simple, You see how quick that was?
Wow.
Yeah.
And does that mean they're lying? Oh,
Deception.
wait. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the question I was gonna ask. And then we can jump right back to this. What are nonverbal leaks for? Are they for covering something up? Are
That's
they
your unconscious screaming what you want to say. So your brain is telling your mouth what you want to say, what you want people to hear, right?
in any given situation or only in like bad situations?
It can be in any given situation.
Okay.
Any given situation, whether you're uncomfortable, whether you're happy, whether you're stressed, whether you're trying to be deceptive, whether you're thinking, whether you're trying to tell a lie.
So if Bill Clinton was happy, he would still have the same tell?
Yeah, because that's his unconscious saying, I sure did sleep with that woman, but your brain is telling you to say, no, I didn't, no, I didn't, because it's wrong. But your brain, but your unconscious is, yes, I certainly did sleep with her. But your
Hmm.
mouth is saying something that's completely different because you're lying.
Got it.
Like your unconscious wants to tell the truth.
Got it.
It
Oh, I'm sure that was damning evidence.
Yeah, so things like catching someone folding their lips in is so quick, just like that, you know what I mean? And you have no idea that they were maybe trying to be deceptive.
So
Someone shake.
what if I like had a friend who licked their lips all the time before they got ready to talk? Are they a deceptive person?
I wouldn't go as far as say this, they're a deceptive person because one, I haven't had conversations. I haven't met this person to establish a baseline of normal patterns of behavior for them. So if it is a normal pattern of behavior for them to always be licking their lips like LL Cool J just to be licking your lips, you know what I mean? So I have to be able to establish a baseline.
Okay. Okay, so go back to talking about the different types that are, I guess, more common.
Okay. So the next one, the feet shaking. So that can indicate deception or anxiousness. Your body wants to leave an uncomfortable situation.
I know that's one of mine.
So even
But
when
shakes.
Yeah. So even if we've been watching a movie or just completely calm, will appear to be like in a calm situation, your foot is going crazy because that's your unconscious.
Saying I'm anxious, but I'm
Yeah.
laying in the bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Comfortable. Yeah. That's good. See, I didn't have to watch people all week, but like,
Juicy. But I feel like when you watch people, you learn more about people.
hmm,
And it's important because that's going to help you in your relationships. It's going to help you professionally. That's going to give you an advantage. It's going to give you
mhm.
an advantage.
Is turning red one?
Yeah, blushing.
You know how
Yeah.
people flush? Yeah,
Yeah.
blush.
Yeah, that can be anxiousness or deception as well.
Anxious.
Eyes darting around after you ask someone a
I
question,
had a I had a conversation with somebody yesterday and I noticed
or their
that.
eyes darting around and carrying on.
No, we made eye contact, but just like I could tell this person was uncomfortable because they remained pretty red during the conversation. So
Yeah, that's definitely with that. Unless they have a condition.
no,
Unless they got
they
a
don't have a condition.
So your eyes darting around, meaning you can be fearful of giving an honest answer or uncomfortable, blinking fast. And so this is one where it can be hard to catch. It can be hard to catch when people are
Oh
so
wow! I always wanted
uncomfortable.
to know. Sorry,
Oh no, no, say what you want to say.
I always wanted to know why people blink like that. Like they
Blinking
blink
so
so
much.
much.
Yes. And you know what? My mom, she was always say all that blinking and lying. I'm like, why is she saying all that blinking and lying? I'm like, why is she saying that? It's like when you were young, when you be lying, you go to blinking hard, blinking.
That is
People are
hilarious.
stressed or uncomfortable or lying. They blink 5 to 6 times rapidly. And the usual blink rate has to do with like the production of like the dopamine in your body. So what are you laughing for? So people with, and this is important because I want people to understand this. I don't want you to just run off in the world and be like, they're blinking fast, they're lying. You know what I mean? So if somebody has Parkinson's, they're going to blink slower than usual. That's part of the disease. Doesn't mean they're trying to be deceptive. Just like if someone has schizophrenia, they're going to blink faster than normal.
Okay.
I just wanted to make that just a disclaimer. I don't want you to say I'm giving like false information. And you closing your eyes for a long time can indicate deception. So if you say, did you go to the store, and they're just blinking slow, that can indicate deception. The normal blink speed is about 100 to 400 milliseconds.
Interesting. I feel like I want to tell my staff about this tomorrow and tell us to like watch each other.
Yeah, and here's a good one. So get out your pen and paper, because these are things that people do every day that you can totally catch. So looking, and I'm speaking if you are right-handed. More people tend to be right-handed than left-handed. So if you're left-handed, it's going to be exactly the opposite. So looking up and to the right or directly towards the light, the right means that right-handed people are doing this to assess their imagination, meaning trying to come up with a lie, try to come up with an answer. But if you're looking down and to the right, they're typically being deceptive about something that they smelled or that they felt. So some type of sensation. If you are left-handed, it's going to be exactly the opposite. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. So if you are right-handed and you're looking up into the right or directly towards the right, you're trying to come up with an answer. So you're accessing your imagination.
Got it. I got it.
So if I'm asking you a direct answer, right, a yes or a no, why are you needing to look up and to the right to access the imagination? Why are you trying to recall, like just yes or no?
What happens though if I'm right-handed and I look up and to the left? Or
then you're truly trying to recall the information.
Okay. Yeah, I did that a lot in the conversation yesterday. And I was like, doesn't that mean I'm lying? But
you're trying
no, I'm right-handed and I was looking up and to the left. What does that mean?
That you're trying to truly recall information.
Facts.
But if you're right-handed and looking up and towards the right, that's your brain accessing imagination, trying to come up with something. Same if you're right-handed and looking down to the right, you're usually being deceptive or about like a smell or some type of sensation or something that you felt.
Wow. This is truly fascinating.
And people like the FBI are just so good. So good.
Wow. Yeah, this is fascinating.
Touching or scratching your face a lot when you're asking someone a question, that's a chemical reaction in your body. Which could indicate deception, trying to recall something.
Deception. Wow. This is really thought-provoking.
Isn't it?
Yes, I'm sorry, teacher, that I did not do my homework. But even like I did kind of do it. I just didn't do it like as intently as you probably wanted me to do.
No. I think it's just good to know. And I think I'm just probably more invested because all I've done for the past few years is study human behavior.
That's so crazy to me. I don't know.
It's something, I mean, you just have to use it to your advantage to help navigate through your day, build relationships.
Build authentic relationships.
Yeah.
Even if you're not super close.
Why did you say that? Build authentic relationships.
Because I think so many of us with like people that are not our immediate family,
Mm-hmm.
You know, we put on a face for like who I am as a professional isn't who I am with my homegirl after a couple glasses of wine on a Friday night on the couch. You know, like we have to dial back oftentimes. I think this goes into the broader conversation of Black women, you know, having to shapeshift in so many different ways, so many different arenas in our lives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so you think, like, yeah, I like, you know, this colleague or that colleague or a friend, right? Like, even a friend. Um, you know, I really like such and such and so and so. And your friend's thinking, like, I really like her too, you know? But what are we presenting to them?
Yeah.
What are we truly presenting to them? Do we really know who they are
Based on what they present.
based on what they present?
And I that is a great point. And you mentioned Black women, and I know that we have been conditioned to be intentional in our behaviors, our
Mm-hmm.
facial expressions, our
Discipline your
tone,
face.
the
Yeah.
vocabulary that
Yep.
we use, everything. It's we have been conditioned
Mm-hmm.
to, and we've talked about this before, almost be void of emotion or present someone that we're not.
Yeah. Yeah. And so we are presenting that person that we are not in our natural state. Again, plug Sheephoria,
Mm-hmm.
the jungle, the unexplored. All of that has to be tamed, quote unquote, to be presentable.
And you get home and you're exhausted from talking like this all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. Walking around thinking, oh, shoot, I need to smile. I don't
Mm-hmm.
want anyone to think I'm looking at me, right? Like all of
Yeah,
those things.
exactly. Like nothing is wrong with me, but let me smile really quick because I don't want anyone to think I'm being rude. Put a
Yeah.
little inflection in my voice, even though I'm asking you to do something as simple as put the paper down.
Putting exclamation mark in emails where I am trying to communicate a tone of excitement or enthusiasm when really like it should be I feel it should
A
be a period.
period or a smiley face when it should be a period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
presenting something that we're not
yeah. And so, you know, you might work with somebody for 20 years
and not have no clue.
and not so when you ask like why did I say authentic? Because I think more often than not, we're in relationship with folks, but the relationship is actually inauthentic.
And sometimes we miss some of these unconscious behaviors that are screaming,
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
are screaming.
Yeah, and so I don't know. It's
Everyone,
making me even think about our friendship. Like
yeah,
if I
it
really
is.
knew the real you and you really knew the real me, although like I don't think I'm hiding anything from you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if my nonverbal is actually like contradicting that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And you said authentic. I mean, and when you're talking with your friends and your family, your coworkers, it could be something as simple as, oh, what did you do this weekend with you and your boyfriend or you and your husband? And all of a sudden their foot gets to shaking. Oh, it was great. And you're like, oh, okay, girl.
yeah.
And
And she's like, I hate that.
you know what
It's
I
like
mean?
jealous. Yeah, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Or
terrible.
confronting behaviors if you're ready to go there now. Like if you're not ready for that smoke, don't go there. When I gave you my
Right. Don't
example
light the
of my
match.
experience that I had last week, I was ready for all the smoke. So
You know what? She's it's never a bad thing to always be ready for all the smoke. So
yeah, we're always sitting already.
yeah.
I know that I can definitely go there, but because of how I have to present, but I know myself. And you asked me like, what are some of your unconscious things? I don't know. I think I might have to do some self-reflection
Yeah. I just
to
you've
see how
never
I
had
respond
anybody
when I'm angry.
So I don't think actually, I do think you have a nonverbal, well, no, maybe not. Actually, you do, because I think it's related to like, is it anxiety, or you have a need that needs to be met when you eat ice compulsively?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When I get stressed out, or
Yeah.
have to think or contemplate.
See, I am your friend. I know the truth.
You
We are
know.
friends. I feel like I've answered my um question. I feel like I asked a golden
And
question.
you know what? Sometimes when I'm at stressful situations at work or at school, I'm chewing ice.
Hmm.
I'm chewing ice.
Gosh, you guys, she eats ice like they're Skittles.
I know. And that's not a condition. I don't have a pica, or don't say go take your vitamins. I take my vitamins, okay? It's just sometimes like you said, I have a need that needs to be met, or it might be anxiousness or whatever it is, and I get to chew in that ice.
Have y'all ever heard a horse chew on a carrot?
I should do a little ASMR.
You should. Ooh, that would be
I'd be
dope. You should
so
just post
good.
it on our page.
It would be so good. I would give everyone a selection of things.
Yes, because y'all, I promise.
I've also
I
been told I have a
promise.
really good radio voice too, so I'd be down to donate some of my vocal capabilities for whatever.
Yep, just lay that ice right on those smooth
And I
vocals. Ooh, ooh, that's pretty close, you guys. You have to. I think that would be perfect. You have to make that video.
So your homework. So are you going to be reading people now? Are you going to make a conscious
Yes,
effort?
I will.
Are you?
I will.
Or is it going to make you more self-aware?
Both. That's why I love this. This is not only about reading outside, it's reading inside too.
Mm-hmm. For me, and studying human behavior for all these years has made me try to make myself more aware of my own behaviors. So
Mm,
I liked that you asked me, well, what are yours? Because I'm thinking more of my intentional behaviors and how I respond, not so much of my unconscious behaviors.
hmm. Like almost being more mindful and present with yourself, your true self.
Yes. I think my shutdown is I just stop responding and just letting other people talk.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I do.
There's just too much noise.
This is too much for me. I've
And
checked out.
and it's also my personality. I'm very solutions based.
There's a problem, let's find a solution.
Exactly. I don't like to waste time. If our problem is we need to put out this fire, okay, get the bucket, get the water. Let's put out the
What was
fire.
that video TikTok I sent you?
No, don't repeat it. We're recording.
Oh, why?
Because I don't want you to mark that person doing it from the video that you sent me. And I know exactly what you get ready to say.
No, I don't
Put
think
it in the
so.
chat. Because I know what you get ready to say.
Wait a minute.
You are typing so loud. Yes. Don't say that, because the funny part of it wasn't what was said. So don't repeat that. Thank God I caught you before you did that. I'm your best friend. Yes, I know you. Jesus.
Oh man, I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not laughing like I did last week. I'm not. Why did you
Why would you say that? I just said we're on iHeartRadio. You're gonna get us kicked off the first day.
Yeah, you know what I feel like right now? I feel like when we see children on leashes, like you just put a leash on me.
Yes, like
Okay.
and the fact that you were like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like I didn't know exactly what you were getting ready to say.
Oh man.
Remember that meme that I sent you? Yep, I remember it. Next, let's move on.
Oh wow. Oh, that's crazy. That would have been the perfect thing to say though. After, didn't you say bucket?
No, I did not. Wait, I did. Yeah, I said get a bucket, get the water, put the fire out. Because I don't want to sit and talk about it forever, ever, and ever, and ever in a day. Like, what's the answer? Let's get to it.
All right.
And so when folks get to talking too much, talking too loud, my shutdown, I just stop responding because it's just too much stimulation.
It's too much.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone or a meeting and whatever, and they just talk so loud that I don't know if it's something with my nervous system or what.
It's like a sensory, like
It just
sensory overload.
becomes too much stimulation, and I just okay, just so you'll stop talking.
Yeah, it kind of becomes sensory overload.
But I think we had a great episode today. What do you think?
It was beautiful. It was so, I feel like this would have been a conversation for the great philosophers.
Wait.
I feel like you presented a topic and the level of intellectual depth that we were able to go into with applying what you were sharing today to actual live situations or contexts and being able to, I don't know, I felt like I took a step outside of myself and had been able to observe myself in past situations. So that was kind of trippy and cool.
Yeah. I think I want to do more of, I give you the Shiforia podcast marketing side of me, but I don't give you the social work aspect of me, you know, the psychology of it all, that I enjoy studying humans and human behavior. And why not share that with you all and give you something that you can use and apply instead of just feeding you information.
Wow. Yes. Well, I am truly inspired. And I feel like I'm floating on clouds right now.
Girl, bye. Catch us on Spotify, iHeartRadio. Please like, share.
Yes, if you love us, let's plug this. If you love us, if you love Shiforia, can you let's set a goal or a call to action for our shishis. If you truly love us, do 10 shares this week. That could be as easy as 2 shares in 5 days. And that would get our total up to 10. So if you love us, can our shishis please show up in a major way for us so that we can get our name out there, our brand out there, and just keep growing and getting bigger and better. Okay, plug over.
You got it. Love y'all.
Okay, bye.
All